Oh, hi there. It is, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. And as you can see, I am not on one of the playing sites. I'm on Play Shogi. Ooh, it looks like stream could not be created. I don't know if we're live on YouTube. Um, Stream could not be created. What does that mean? So I think I'm live on Twitch. I don't know if I'm actually live on YouTube. Am I live on YouTube? I am live on YouTube. That is a modal dialogue, full screen dialogue that I have never seen before on YouTube. I've got a boy. I saw steam rising up in the video here. Got my hot Itoen green tea. And I'm ready to go, but I'm not gonna play. I'm just not. I'm feeling a little not under the weather, just feeling a little out of it. Not feeling quite well. I think on Monday I might have started feeling a little bit sick. And anyway, long story short, I'm not feeling that well. I'm not feeling like playing. I wouldn't mind chatting about Shogi. Hey, Emperor X, nice to see you. Hey, Yloigh. Wouldn't mind chatting about what's coming up this weekend in less than 20 hours. The ESC European Shogi Championship, World Open Shogi Champion. I'm not sure where they got the rights to speak for the entire world. The World Open Shogi Championship. I'll leave it at that. I don't know where they got the right, like baseball calling itself the World Series. The Major League Baseball might have, especially or at least had or have the best players on the planet, but world, when everything is from a single country, I don't know. But anyway, there's a big event going on in Germany this weekend. And I saw that they have now over 100 participants, which is awesome. And hopefully they get some more before the event starts. But I wish we had a stream. I would love to see people playing casual games. I'd love to see people. Let me turn on another light here. It's looking a little dim. I don't know if this is gonna help, but yeah, maybe it helped a little bit. All right, so yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna do these mate and fives. Let me put the URL here of what I'm looking at in the chat. Gonna do this. If anyone has things to say about ESC or WOSC or the Young Lions tournament, is it the Young Lions? What is that other tournament? Rising Dragons, not Young Lions. Rising Dragons. I'd love to watch the Blitz tournament, man. I just love tournaments. I love tournaments. Sadly, you're too far for you by bus since you're apprehensive about flying. Ah. No rail? Like no light rail or even any trains? I suppose that would be multiple trains. That'd probably be pretty. It'd probably be pretty annoying. It'd probably be a lot more than flying in terms of difficulty. Uh, Boy. Okay, so let's see. We got gold, or we got bringing the promoted horse in. King runs. We bring the horse in. King runs. Knight jump. Lance takes. Gold drop 1-1. Or we come in here and King runs to 4-1. We just get a gold drop on 5-1 for mate. So that's going to be the mate there. No sounds. I was expecting bleep. I've been doing a little bit of my chess.com. Like I said, I've got a Shogi Dad account on chess.com, and I'm not paying. It's just the free account. So I get 3 puzzles per day. And as you climb, I think on my other account I was like 2,700 puzzle rating. Yeah, 2,700, whatever. I'm not very good, but still I had 2,700 puzzle rating on chess.com. And now at this point, you slowly every three a day, and it's growing by like 10 points now per day. But I think I'm in the 1,600s. But anyway, I'm so accustomed now to having their nice bleeps and bloops as you do things. You move the pieces, you get sounds. You solve one, you get sounds. You get Danny Wrench. I've got Danny Wrench as my voice, like as my coach. So it's like, find a checkmate here. I've made a blunder. Can you find a checkmate? And then you do the problem. It's engaging. It's good stuff. It's fun. I like it. I don't have my book with me. It's in the living room. I've got the Danny Wrench book, the Dark Squares. I've had it out from the library. I've actually renewed it twice already. It's taken me a while to finish it. Not because it's bad, but it's for whatever reason. It's just I haven't sat down and had a long. It's been more like read a few pages every night before I go to sleep book. Anyway, moving on to problem 2. But yeah, I would love to talk about ESC or hear what's going on or live vicariously through people. I'm cheering. Who am I cheering most for these days? Yloigh's not there, so who am I cheering most for? Besides Yloigh, who are the big friends of the channel from Europe? Darkney, but Darkney I don't think will be playing. Melkor hasn't done a thing for me. Melkor's never done anything for the Shogi Dad channel. But yeah, I'm always cheering for Melkor to Viridin. I'm always cheering for Melkor. I like to see Melkor succeed. A Shogi world where Melkor is playing well is a good Shogi world. We cannot. This thing, the menus on. I say this every time I stream on Play Shogi, and actually before I even started streaming today, I'm like, can I do any Tsume somewhere else other than Play Shogi? Because I don't want to complain. This is all running through my mind before I started streaming. Is there anywhere else I can stream besides Play Shogi? Because I don't want to complain about these stinking menus. And already 8 minutes and 51 seconds in, I'm complaining about these menus. Some hover brought up this menu, and now I've got to unhover it somehow. This one's still up here. How am I going to get this out of here? Clicking it, click. Okay, it's just hover menus infuriate me, especially hover menus that refuse to get out of the way. Anyway, my software quirks here. What do we have? We have we can't drop the pawn. So the checks are bishops and horse, or bishops and dragon, horses and dragons. this is going to be a sack here because all these problems have sacks. If horse takes 1-3, dragon takes, and then that's it. Can't drop a pawn on 1-5 still. Still can't drop a pawn on 1-5. So horse 2-4. This just popped out at me. Horse 2-4. Dragon takes. Pawn drop 1-5. Dragon has to take. Dragon 2-3. All right, that's it. That's a 5. Bleep. You did it. That's what Danny Wrench would tell me. If Danny Wrench was running this site, it would go bleep bleep. You did it. Nicely done. Oh, we've got 3 pieces in hand, which means we have to. Every piece has to be dropped. So knight drop 2-3. Knight drop 2-3. King has to go to 1-2. King 2-1 is King 2-1 is gold drop 1-1. King 1-3. Bishop 5-3. So knight drop 2-3. King 1-2. Bishop 2-2. Or knight 2-3. King 1-2. Bishop 2-1. If takes, gold drop 1-1 is mate. Actually, in that other example, king running to 2-1, gold drop 1-1 is mate because the knight watches 3-1. So knight drop, king 1-2, bishop 2-2, king takes 2-3, or king takes 2-3, or king runs to 1-3. Gold drop 2-4 is mate. Oh, interesting. Okay. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to take. I thought usually the rules of Tsume are that you've got to take, that they've got to take if you can take. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right. Problem 4. Actually, before we do problem 4, let's take a quick look at that ESC. Oops. Sorry. Minimized something I didn't want to minimize. I wanted to see, gosh, my minimize buttons are. I want to just look to see if there's a list of those ESC, WOSC players, participants. This is just the, okay, this is it. Oh, nice. It shows what they've registered for too. Hey, Arigamoniwa, am I going to watch the Shogi Wars Kishin tournament? So I'm going to watch it if and when I can. Last year I watched it. It was a fun event. I'm going to watch it. I am cheering for Edward. I'm cheering for Buggy D Clown. Buggy D Clown is Edward Panko, who from Slovakia, who I interviewed on the Shogi in the West podcast. He also plays Urashino Ryu. I watched. There was a Shogi Dojo Leon had interviews with all the players, with the 8 players who are qualified, and he called himself a Urashino Ryu and Torizashi player, which is interesting because he had kind of started playing more Murata system and moving away a bit from Urashino Ryu. But maybe it was our talks that got him back enthusiastic about Urashino Ryu and Torizashi. So maybe that's it. But he's in there, and I'm cheering for him. I'm cheering for him. He says he just reached 4 Dan on Shogi Wars. and you know, he's between 4 and 5 Dan on 81 Dojo. And you know, he participated last year and did really well at the event. So I'm hoping for good things for him. Hey, Go Henro, nice to see you. Yeah, so I will be cheering for him. And actually, let's. Do I have another scene here that will show this a little better? This doesn't block much of the view. This player, I see this. I think this Anton Starikevich from Belarus is also, I think, in that that Shogi Wars tournament, and I think he won last year. I think he was undefeated last year, and he won. I think he was interviewed in that video, and he said he's 24 years old, which seems crazy. Because in my mind, this is someone who has been a long-time member of the Belarus club as a leader in that club, but maybe I'm confusing it with someone else who sounds familiar. Or maybe it was, and he just was a young kid when he's leading the club. You know, I don't know. Go Henro, you say, you got too many players from your club to cheer for in Kishin. Oh, wait, so who are you cheering for in the Kishin event? You know, truth be told, the Kishin event is the most important event that's happening this weekend. All the Frankfurt players, yeah, there were. I don't remember the names, but there were people that I have never heard of before in that interview. I was surprised to see. It has me a little bit inspired to play Shogi Wars 10 minutes a bit. I'm sure I'd be inspired until the point where I started doing it, but you know, going back to I said I didn't really want to go back to Kuramake. It's hard for me because I'm so slow and I enjoy slower time controls so much. But Kyo just doesn't have a satisfying set of players to play anymore. My recent experience on Kyo has been so unsatisfying in terms of the matchups that I've been given that I haven't been enjoying it. So I might go back to Shogi Wars. I'm also inspired and a bit. I'm feeling not FOMO, but I'm feeling both inspired and behind the times. You know, I've said that I don't think I could ever reach 2 Dan in Shogi Wars, but like, you know, some of these players here, like Edward, you know, he's reached 5 Dan on 81 Dojo, and he is now 4 Dan on Shogi Wars. 4 Dan on Shogi Wars to me has been and remains much more impressive than 5 Dan on 81 Dojo. Not that 5 Dan is not impressive on 81 Dojo, but 4 Dan on Shogi Wars is just very impressive. But I see that, and I'm thinking like, well, if I'm now 3 Dan on 81 Dojo, even if I'm overrated, which I most certainly am, maybe I can get 2 Dan on Shogi Wars. I've been thinking this. Maybe I can. And so I've been thinking maybe I should just go back to doing that. I don't know. But there were some high-rated Shogi Wars players. Long story short, there was a bunch of high-rated Shogi Wars players in this upcoming event in Europe. So here's our list. Ooh, Edward is number 8. He's number 8 in terms of Yloigh. If SK is Slovakia, what is South Korea? Just KR? KR. It's KR. Okay. And then the 3 is KOR. Okay. Oops, I just got a message from a car. Okay, okay. We've got a car that is being serviced. Interesting. Yeah. And some of these guys, I think, are some other of these top 10 players are in that event. Is this Yannick Kruse or Cruz? Is this or Kreuz? Is this I don't know how this is pronounced, but is this the person that is in the Kishin event? Jean Fortin is, of course. Now, it's going to be a good event. It's going to be a good, just like last year's. I'm sure it'll be a good event. Oh, he's also the organizer of the ESC this year. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, I wonder if that'll impact his ability to play. So looking at this problem now, take silver. No, that's not mate in 5. Silver. King runs. Takes. Jump. No, that's not mate in 5. Silver 1-2. Silver 1-2. King takes. Dragon 3-2. King can't run because gold dropped 2-4. So gold drop. Pawn drop. King takes, or dragon takes 2-1. King 1-3. That's not going to do it. Huh. Huh. How about gold 2-2? Gold takes. Dragon 1-3. Gold takes. Silver 1-2. No, silver 1-2. So how about silver? Oh no, silver 2-2. Silver 2-2. Because if king runs 1-2, gold drop 1-1 is mate. Or rook takes is mate. Because the silver is going 1-3. So silver 2-2, gold takes, rook 1-3. If they interpose, dragon 2-2. If the gold takes, then gold drop 2-2. All right, that's it. Kind of a cool movement problem. This one looks easy. So pawn 2-1 promote, king takes, silver drop 1-2, lance takes, silver drop 2-2. Yeah. This feels very much like a problem. I've probably done this one as well in the past, and I'm probably also remembering it, which is a good thing. And, you know, it's a good thing to review and to get faster and see the patterns more. Bishop 1-4 seems like a mate in 3. Oh, no, it's not. No. Bishop 1-4. I like it. Bishop 1-4, king takes, knight 1-3 promote, king takes, gold drop 2-4, king runs anywhere. If king runs anywhere, then it's gold drop 2-6. Yeah. So boom, 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 boom. Cool. If you're still there, Oregon Moniwa, do you have anyone that you're cheering for? Like, do you know any of the players there? I'm looking right now, since we can't drop a pawn on 1-2, what I'm looking at right now is somehow silver 1-2. Silver 1-2, king takes, pawn 1-3. Nah. I see it. Horse 3-3, knight takes, pawn 1-2, king 2-1, knight drop 1-3. Yeah, that's why this pawn is here. I see what feels like a mate in 7 here. Silver 1-3, gold takes, gold 1-1, rook takes, silver takes, promotes, king takes. Ah, no, that's not a mate in 3. Silver 1-1, king takes, gold drop 2-2, silver 1-1 promote, rook takes, gold drop 2-2, king 1-3, gold takes 2-3. Yeah, so promote. Wait, no. You gotta do this first. Hold on. Skip. How do I clear the arrows? Here we go. So silver Silver 1-3. Gold takes to close off the escape. Silver 1-1 promote. King takes or rook takes. Gold drop 2-2. Okay, you two, you're cheering for Edward. Yeah, good luck, Urshin or Ryu. Totally. It's funny. This is interesting. So what are we seeing? Ooh. Toking 2-2? 2-1? No, king can take. King can take. Token 3-2. Token 3-2. If king 1-3, bishop or horse 3-1 is going to be made. Token 3-2, gold takes. Token 3-2, gold takes. Bishop drop 3-1. Gold takes. Gold 2-3. So token 3-2. If king takes, bishop drop 3-1. King runs 1-2. Promote. So gold takes. Now we drop a... So token 3-2. Gold takes. Bishop drop 3-1. Gold takes. Gold 2-3. It's a cool one. Actually, I could also bring the horse down. But I'm going to bring the gold up because that's what I said. Gold or token. Knight 1-2 promote. King 1-4. Nah. Where's the trick here? Where's the trick? Knight 1-2, king 1-4. Knight 1-3. If king takes, gold drop 2-4. If king 1-5, gold drop 2-6. Yeah. So boom, run, pull it back, or pull the promoted knight back. If king takes, gold drop 1-4, 2-4 is mate. If the king runs, gold drop 2-6 is mate. because the king cannot run back up to 1-4 because there's a promoted knight on 1-3. It's a cool one. What else do we have here? We've got a dragon. I'm already looking at gold drop 1-4. Gold drop 1-4, king takes, dragon 3-4 is double check, but the king can run to 1-5. Yeah, so that's not it. Dragon 3-3 with the 1 gap. Bishop takes. Dragon 3-3, bishop takes. Gold drop 1-4. King 2-2. Gold 2-3, king 1-1. So that's not it. Dragon 2-2. Whatever, if lance or bishop takes, it's gold drop 1-4 mate. So king is going to take. Now, king takes, gold drop 2-3, king 1. Oh, no. King can't take because king can't go to 1-1. Okay. So dragon 2-2, king takes, gold drop 2-3, king 3-1, gold 3-2. Nice. One of those problems where my brain sometimes mixes and matches the lines. I think probably what happened there. So, I looked at these take first. So in my board visualization, the knight was on 2-2. There was a place to run. So when I applied a slightly different the opening move, the king takes. King, of course, cannot go back to 1-1. But in my mind, there's that remnant of that visualization from the previous variation that kind of put me off a little bit. Interesting how that works. We got a pawn hanging out, just chilling on 3-5. I would love to have the king. I would love to have the king on 3-3 so I can drop a gold here. So bishop 1-1 promote. If king takes, gold drop 2-2 is mate. So the king has to go to 2-3. We pull our horse back to 3-3. And if the king runs to 1-4, gold drop 1-5 is mate, so the king has to take on 3-3. Then we get our gold on head on 3-4. It's a cool one. Very cool. So I got to make sure that the king cannot go out this square. So like if we drop gold 2-2, king 3-3, and then we can check, but king can run out. So what if we bring the gold over? I mean the dragon over immediately. Dragon 4-2. Dragon 4-2. King 2-3. Now, so bishop 4-2 promote. Okay, I don't think that works. So how about this? Horse 4-1. King can't take because gold dropped 4-2. Horse 4-1. So king 4-3 or 3-3. Horse 4-1. King 3-3. Bishop 2-2 promote. You're cutting off this escape, so the king has to take. And now we drop a gold on 2-3, which is mate. Gold backed by the horse who is now on 4-1. So, boom, 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 boom. Okay. Number 14. Number 14. Quiet day. Let's see. We have a horse. We have a pawn on 2-3 pinned to the king. We have a pawn on 2-5 of ours that can be taken. We have two pieces in hand, so we have to drop. So two of the moves are going to be drops. So how's about bishop 1-5? My first inclination of solving a problem is bishop 1-5, king takes, gold drop 1-6, king 1-4, lance drop. Wait. Take, gold drop 1-6, king 1-4, lance drop 1-5. That is one mate. So bishop takes, king 1-3, lance drop 1-4, king 2-2, gold 3-2. Oh, because it's not a promotion. It's not a promotion. Got me. He got me. You like this problem. Yeah, I like it too now because it got me. It totally got me. They tricked me. That is not a promoting bishop. So horse 2-3. Horse 2-3. If king takes horse 2-3. If king takes 2-5, gold drop 2-6 is just mate. So horse 2-3. King has to take. Gold drop 3-3. No, no, no. Yeah, wait, yeah. Horse 2-3. Horse 2-3. King takes. Gold. Gold 3-3. King 1-2. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. Because the king can always run up to 2-1 if our gold is on 3-3. Bishop 1-3. Bishop 1-3. Lance takes. Gold drop 2-4. King 2-2. Gold takes. This is mate. Actually, yeah, and now the king can't run, so that's just flat out mate. So the king is going to have to take. King takes. Lance drop 1-4, forcing the king out to 2-2, and now gold drop 3-2. If the king takes, we just drop the gold on 2-4. That's a good one. This is a good one. I like this. I like this. If the king would have taken the pawn, by the way, gold drop 3-5. So, yeah, that's a cool problem. Very cool. All right, problem 15. So that's the first that's gotten. That's the first that's tricked me. It stumped me for a bit there, and I got it wrong. Two bishops in hand. Knight drop. Pawn takes. Bishop drop 2-4. Silver takes. Bishop drop 3-1 is mate. But that's no, I guess it's a useless interpolation. Yeah. Good problem. All right, so that's 15. That's 15 of these problems. Let's go back to that participants list for the ESC. I'm still thinking about this. Who are the people in the RDC? Do we know any of these people? Oh! Is this Darkney? Or is it DarkNekros? Hey, Ayaka. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. Hey, Foradun, great to see you. Okay, so I think I know this France name. Look at how many players they have. The 22 registered players for RDC, the Rising Dragons, which is players under 1,400, although this is 1,413. What is the let me go over to that list. Rising Dragons Cup. This is 1,460. It's kind of a quirky choice. Hi, Naita. The Rising Dragons, 14. That's a quirky choice of a rating. There must be a number. There must be some reason behind this. But we have 22 people registered for it now. I'm just going to check. You know, at this point I only cheer for channel supporters. So I need to find this. Yeah, I think this is Darkney. But I apologize if it's not. So look, I'm double checking. I'm going to double check here. No, it's DarkNekros. I think that's DarkNekros. I think that's DarkNekros. As I had thought before. Both are very, very kind and generous supporters of the channel. Let me see here. Yeah, I think this is. I can't 100% verify it right now. I cannot 100% verify it right now. All right. But anyway, I am cheering regardless of the username. And I think I think it's one of the two, but this is who I'm cheering for. I wonder what opening he's going to use. Anyone else? I don't know any of these other names because I don't think this. You know, I would recognize ruthixka, Deep to Rising, but I don't think she's there. She's not participating this year in the ESC WOSC. You think 1460 is a cutoff for one of the ranks? Oh, I see. So maybe is that possibly Shodan? No, it must not be Shodan because maybe it's 3Q. So let's look at the description. Oh no, it just says 1460. It doesn't say Q. But anyway, great to see that there are 22 players registered, and they may have more. You know, on the day of maybe there's walk-ins. I don't know. It's maybe they don't allow walk-ins. I don't know. I would assume they do. But either way, to have 22 at this point, one day from the event, is awesome. That is so awesome. Yeah. All right. So who else? Who else are we cheering for? What am I doing? No, WOSC. WOSC is who we're cheering. We're looking at the WOSC list. Okay. This is in no particular order. We already know that Edward Ponko is who I'm cheering most for. Boy, I'm not I recognize the young German. I apologize if I'm not. If I recognize this player from Poland. 1Q. Come on, Fiza. Get with the program, Fiza. Get with the program, Fiza. Yeah, boy, these are all a bunch of names that I don't know. It's great to see. So here we go. I know I'm cheering for him. You know, I know of the name of Fortan and Fafel. Wow, we don't have many Shogi Dad viewers in this list. So it makes it easy for me. It makes it easier for me to find to only have two or three people to cheer for. Wow. Wow. I wonder where all these people, maybe none of them hang out like on the Discord, on the Harbor, or anywhere else. Maybe they just play Shogi Wars. Maybe they just play Shogi Wars, and some of them play 81 Dojo, and then they play ESC. Yeah, where am I? I'm not in there. I'm in USA. USA. Go ahead, Ro. 31st in ESC for you means easy one-round loss. Wait, but you're not playing, right? You're not playing. You said you're not playing. Or are you? Are you in? You are? Oh, so you're in ESC. Okay. That's interesting. Let's take a look at the ESC here. Let's take a look at the queues. So I think I know who you are. I'm not gonna ask you to say your name, but I think I know who you are. All right, so I have a few people to cheer for. That's good. It's important to have someone that you're cheering for. But again, yeah, this is very interesting to see that what this tells me either is that there are players in Europe that either don't care so much about online stuff, or what the Harbor is providing and what I provide are not what they want. So there's a demand out there. It feels like there must be a demand out there that the Harbor is not satisfying and that I am not satisfying. If we have so many people here in this list that I've never heard of. Which is like, this is kind of good. I mean, it's a small number still. You know, it's 100 people. But we do have a number of we have players that are not showing up online, which is good. So maybe our numbers. Oh, you think they're just lurkers? You think they're just lurkers? Go, Henro. Because the Shogi Harbor Discord, especially over the past year or so, is mostly dominated by 2 or 3 seemingly very vocal people. And then occasionally by 2 or 3 other very vocal people. And I would expect that would sort of has and will push away many sort of adults or normal people. Oh man, this is great. I'm so excited about this. What is Konoman? Nice to see you. So YouTube auto translated bienvenue as welcome, and I suppose that is true. Hello. All right, we are going back. We're going back. That menu, the menu I talked about earlier. Yeah. Numblaze, oh, you're a lurker, and you're in the RDC. RDC. Is that the Democratic Republic of China? In the RDC. Republic Dominica. Oh, Rising Dragon's Cup. Rising Dragon's Cup. Sorry. I'm in country mode. I'm in country mode. Awesome. Well, I'll be cheering for you in spirit, even if I don't know your name, and even if it won't be streamed. Let's go to the next problem. The next problem while we continue to chat. Huh. What are we looking to do here? What are we looking to do? Oh, yes, thank you. Sorry, thank you. Go ahead and row. Yeah, I switched off my normal scene. I switched off my scene to better show the tournament information. And forgot. Thank you. Hey, Shogi Brazil. Democratic Republic of Congo. I was actually thinking of Congo as well. Did I say Congo? I was also thinking like Republic, the Congo, somehow trying to make that work. Yeah, there's no Koshiro in this year's ESC in this year's WOSC. So I don't have the obvious easy selection to choose to cheer for, but Edward is very easy for me to cheer for. So I guess I still do have an obvious easy selection. Hey, Flying Parrots. All right, so these have all, except for that one which I messed up, the promotion, these have all been pretty easy for me, and I'm staring at this now for the past 15 seconds, and I'm a little slow. Well, Melkor, yeah, I mean, I'm always, like I said earlier, I'm cheering for Melkor, and, you know, a Shogi world where Melkor is doing well is a good Shogi world, but I have to be true to my channel viewers and my channel supporters. That's more, you know, that's more important. What do we have? And to Urashina Ryu, of course. I mean, obviously, Buggy D Clown will be winning that Kishin event. Those other players are really good. Yeah, it's been a while, Koshiro. I was thinking I would play. I'm not feeling so great, so I don't know if I'm in my full competitive mode. I've been sort of a little sick since Monday, and I'm not feeling like fully into that competitive mode. And Kyo has been so underwhelming for me. And Flying Parrots, that's in October. Thank you. But that's not for a while. But yeah, I would not mind a change of pace. That's a good way to say it. I would not mind a change of pace. Kyo has not been fun for me lately. The matchmaking has been very unsatisfying. Like, I'm getting very unsatisfying games on Kyo where I'm either way better than my opponent or I'm way worse than my opponent. And so effectively, I never feel good unless I fluke out a win against a really strong person. Because either I'll win against someone who's much weaker and I don't feel good about it, or my brain won't take it seriously and I'll throw against someone much weaker and I'll feel terrible, or I'll lose against a much better player and whatever, and then the rarity happens where I win against a much better player. So I'm a weenie. You might try a Kyo stream later today. Oh, that would be awesome. You just got to remember how to multi-stream. Yeah, you got to get back in that swing of things. Yeah, Konoman, it seems that anime girls can't solve all the problems. That's, truer words have never been spoken. That's true about many things, not just shogi. So I'm looking right now. I'm trying to make work this. I'm trying to make Gold Drop 2-2 work. So Gold Drop 2-2. I don't know what this knight is doing over here. I don't know what. So this is what my brain is getting stuck on. I don't know what this knight is doing here. But anyway, I dropped the gold on 2-3. King can't take, of course. King can't run. So silver has to take. Then we drop the bishop on 3-1. King can't run. King runs up, we just promote. I think that's it, but I feel like I'm missing some. I feel like I must be missing something because of this knight. So gold 2-3. Silver has to take. Bishop 3-1. If king runs or if they block, bishop promotes on 2-2. So what is this knight doing here? What is this knight doing here? I'm going to do this just to see that I'm right. Yeah. So what is this knight? What is this knight? What solution is this knight preventing? Bishop drop. King up. Gold drop. I don't see it. I don't see it. What is this doing here? What is this knight preventing? Gold drop. Gold drop. King runs. Silver takes. Bishop drop. King runs. Silver drop. King up. Okay, so Coach was saying it's blocking gold 2-4, king 1-2, bishop 3-4, king 1-1, token takes 2-2. So let me clear these arrows. I'm going to draw this. silver drop. Wait, no. King. Gold up. Wait, so anyway, yeah. So take king up. Token 2/2. King takes gold 2/3. Protected by the bishop. King 4/2. Well, no, king 3/1. It must be. Yeah, king 3. Oh, I missed one. King 3/1. Silver 3/2. King 4/2. Horse 4/3. Promote. Okay, and there and that. Okay, okay, perfect, perfect, brilliant, brilliant. All right. I didn't think you need to protect against those. I thought in Sume rules you're allowed to have multiple variations. I mean, maybe not. In this problem set, are these always the first move is always the same? Okay, yeah, I think that is true. So in these problems, the first move is always the same. You cannot mate in these problems with a different first move, even if it's longer. All right, yeah. I'm gonna take a quick bio break and fill my tea and my water. I'll be right back. Let me see if my OBS here, if I have anything. I'm not sure if I have anything. Oops. I don't think I have anything. I'm looking for the like be right back sign. I don't think so. All right, I'll be right back. All right, sorry for the delay. It took a little longer to get that tea going. Is it hot in the USA? It's warm. It's been nice. In Northern California, out here where I am, is usually pretty mild relatively. We've been in the 70s, 70 degrees, 80 degrees Fahrenheit range, which is very nice. Very sunny, so sometimes it feels hotter than the temperature might indicate, but it's nice. We are not getting hit with any of the fire smoke. You know, I have a colleague and friend whose house up in Washington State is within a half mile of the fire, you know, of the danger, and you know it's still very up in the air. They're still not living in there. I think a friend of like a family that is friends of theirs, they've already lost their home and are actually going to be assuming that my friend and colleague's home still exists. Those people who lost their home, I think, are going to be staying with them temporarily, you know, once people are able to move back. So all these types of situations are they're just horrible. They're just horrible. But I am not feeling any effect of that, you know, this far south in Northern California. 2 weeks ago, Minneapolis was very smoky. I wonder if that's from is that coming from Toronto? I've got another sort of friend and former colleague who is living in Toronto, and I think he was talking about having some very strange skies, some smoky skies. Oh, 1 second. You had smoke in Glacier that came from Washington/Oregon. It was pretty bad. Recently, the smoke traveled up north. It was 2 or 3 years ago, I think it was, that we had really rough fires out here in California. Oh, okay, so it is recent. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. I didn't realize you're that close to the Washington border. Wow. 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 Moving to the next problem here. This is one of those wide open problems. Do we check? Well, we have to check. It's Sume. Check. King up. No, that won't do it. Horse 1-3. Once you see the trick, horse 1-3, king has to take, bishop 3-3, promote, get the 1 gap, knight drop on 2-5. Oops, what did I just do? Two knights in hand, so we've got to use them. Knight drop 1/3, king 2/2, knight jump 1/4. This is the trick. Knight jump 2/4, king 1/1, knight drop 2/3. So that's the trick of this problem. You also had fires in Superior National Forest. What is... I assume Superior is named after Lake Superior. I didn't realize there was a Superior... I've never heard of Superior National Forest. It's a bit arrogant. It's a bit arrogant to call yourself the Superior National Forest. Everyone in Minnesota is like, you know, there are other forests, but they're garbage. We have the Superior National Forest. Another double knight problem. Let's see. Dragon 2/4. Bishop has to take. Knight drop 2/4. King 1/4. Knight drop 2/6. All right, I said knight drop 2/4. I meant knight drop 2/5. Sorry. Oh no. Oh no, not one of these. Not like this. Rook 1/4. King takes. Bishop 1/5. King 2/4. Knight jump 1/6. That's why the dragon's here, so we can't finish it off this way. Oh, and to block the piece. That was problem 20. This one's 21. So you're back. So Konoman, you're back. You're back in town. I don't know if you left town, but you had that festival that you had gone to. That we have a pawn in hand, and so the dragon 3/4, bishop 2/4 is the key. Pawn drop, king has to take, dragon 2/5 is the solution. Okay. Oh, you were camping. Yeah. Okay. You had said camping. You were camping. You were camping in West Glacier for the past week. Sorry, I'm getting all your many vacation-y things confused. You're living such that family life that I can't even keep it all together. On Monday, the reason I didn't stream on Monday. I don't think I mentioned. I didn't stream on Monday, but I uploaded a Shogi Dad Unplugged. But is that my wife and I took a day trip to Capitola, California, which is it looks like a little surf town. It's a beach little surf town, 40 or so miles south of us, 30 to 40 miles south of us. And it was fun. Capitola, or as I pronounce it, Gabadool. That's a Sopranos, New Jersey Italian joke there. Capicola, pronounced Gabagool. So Capitola, I pronounce Gabadool because I'm so funny and hilarious and Italian myself. One day you aspire to live the kind of life that Shogi Dad imagines that I am living. I think that's probably true for a lot of people. everyone aspires to live the kind of life that their friends think they are actually living. I think that's like that's a good aspiration. It's what is it? Is there some sort of mental illness that is there some sort of named mental illness to describe that phenomenon of seeing the things that your friends are doing on Facebook? Not that I, a sophisticate, use Facebook anymore, but that whole idea that people get depressed because they see all the great stuff that their friends are doing on Facebook. Because people share all this amazing stuff, and it's like, oh, look at me, I'm doing all this great stuff. There's some sort of disorder or mental illness characterized by that. But when I see my friends, Fordune's message is being blocked, and the reason being given is that it's bullying. And I, for one, have had enough of Fordune bullying people in our channel. Three mofo is what Fordune is saying. I think is the term, but I'm not sure what that 3 months of phone. Okay. I was turning this into an acronym of acronyms, like 3 months of FOMO. But FOMO is hashtag FOMO is what Fordune is rewriting history. I'll never forget the bullying. I'll never forget the fear that I felt as Fordune bullied me with this 3 mofo statement. Isn't Facebook for bachans? Bachans, like Obachan, like grandpa, Oji-san and Obachan. I thought Obachan is female. You had a message blocked when you tried to quote what Gordon Lightfoot says about Lake Superior. He says that it's the Superior Lake. I think my mom had a Gordon Lightfoot cassette in her car. And I'm hesitating. I'm struggling to distinguish Gordon Lightfoot and James Taylor. And The Cat's in the Cradle and The Silver Spoon. Little Boy Blue and the Man in the Moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when. We'll be together then, Dad. We'll have a good time then. Canadian lore, you guess? The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Oh, okay. There's a song, The Wreck of... Is it The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? Wrecked. Yeah. People stared at the sinking ship. And they're like, wrecked. The young kids of the day during the Edmund Fitzgerald were just pointing at the ship and saying wrecked. Is that actually a song? The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I don't know. It all sounds like James Taylor and Cat in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. Okay, grandmother is Obachan. Grandfather is Oji-chan. Okay, thank you. People just stood by the shore and yelled mid. That's what I was doing. So I said I went to Gabadoo this on Monday, and that's what I was doing as people walked into the water in their bathing suits. I was just like, mid? Just, that's what I was doing. My wife wasn't too pleased. No, I didn't do that. I was busy throwing away my coffee that I bought at the coffee shop and I did not enjoy. I went to one of the places. If you're in Capitola, there's a cafe on the second floor of this place, of some place, And it's really nice. It actually reminds me of a place in Vancouver called Bojangles, where they had some old furniture and anyway, we were there. I got a coffee. I took a sip. I burnt my lip. We went down, we went downstairs. We walked around a bit. I waited for it to cool. Took some more sips. Terrible coffee. Threw it out. And I almost never throw out like drinks. I'll nurse a bad beverage for a long time. This coffee was bad. It was bad coffee, and they should feel bad for having sold it to me. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. Oh, my attempt at the song is really close. Oh, wait, are you joking? Are you making fun? I'm not sure if you're actually... So I'm not hallucinating that song. That actually is a song. Okay, I'm not sure. That's good. So maybe I actually know it from this cassette that I mentioned that my mom has or had a Gordon Lightfoot cassette. Maybe it was on there. So I'm older than probably most of you. What are some of the cassettes or CDs that your parents had in their cars? We had Gordon Lightfoot, Carly Simon. My dad had Carly Simon. My dad, who if you knew him, this would not seem like up his alley, but he had Enya. They had Dolly Parton. The coat of many colors my mama made for me. Made just for me. We had Dolly Parton, ABBA. ABBA is still looms large. Enya, Gordon Lightfoot, Carly Simon. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about really Pink Floyd. So you are younger. You are younger than I am. I'm guessing. Pink Floyd sounds something that parents would have. Younger parents would have. Because like Pink Floyd is probably like what people my generation listened to. Not that I did. I was a sophisticate. I listened to Yngwie Malmsteen and, Joe Satriani and Van Halen. You grew up with your parents listening to an unholy amount of Garth Brooks. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Konoman is filling out some of this Canadian backstory, and I don't like what I'm hearing. To be honest, I don't like what I'm hearing right now. If this is a part of Canadian life, of central to Western Central Canadian life, I don't want any part of it. Gordon Lightfoot and James Taylor are two sides of the same coin, the divider being the 49th parallel. I see. The Beach Boys. So yeah, I mean, we definitely heard some Beach Boys. Kokomo was a huge song. I don't remember what year or how old I was, but Kokomo was a big song. My parents, I think, liked Beach Boys, but I don't think they had any cassettes of Beach Boys. This for the purposes of this discussion, these cassettes had to exist in the car. What else? So it'd be interesting, like when my kids are my age, what are they going to talk about? Like that, because I didn't have cassettes and tapes in my car, when the kids were growing up. Well, we sort of did, but basically, as they were growing up out here, I had digital stuff. So like, well, we're talking about in the car. So I don't think there's vinyl in the car. So cassettes or CD is the discussion. And, but like my kids, like, because I know a lot of times I wouldn't listen to the stuff that I would normally, a lot of times I will not listen to the stuff that I would listen to on my own with my family. So like I would not that I've listened to Yngwie Malmsteen all that much since high school and college, but I would probably not listen to Yngwie Malmsteen with my family in the car. I would not listen often to Joe Satriani, for example. I would listen to Eric Johnson and have. So like they would know, and they certainly do know Eric Johnson, because I also play Cliffs of Dover anytime there is a Guitar Hero. Anytime we're in an arcade and anytime there is a Guitar Hero arcade, I will be playing Cliffs of Dover. So they know Cliffs of Dover. They know some K-pop that I would listen to. So they might know that I like Twice, for example. They know that I like ABBA. I like ABBA. I've listened to ABBA. It's not something that I would probably listen to on my own, but like if I'm in the car with family, I would. They might have heard a lot of John Scofield guitar, but they may not recognize. They might not know the name John Scofield. So like Cran Pop, To Anyone, Twice. Those are like some of the K-pop stuff I would have listened to over the past 10 years. Eric Johnson, like Van Halen, I really haven't listened to it since my younger years. But REM, which I didn't listen to when I was younger, I listen to now sort of when I'm older. Celine Dion. Okay, so your mom is from Celine Dion and listening to 8 tracks of Celine Dion. Yeah, Economon is swelling with pride. You know, Celine Dion. Alanis Morissette, is she Canadian? There's also the young sort of edgelord girl who's a Canadian singer. Who's the young edgelord girl who's a Canadian singer? I can't think of the name. Go ahead and refer. You remember old French chanson cassettes. I don't know what chanson is. None of your parents listen to Enya? Sail away, sail away, sail away. Sail away. All this legacy that, you know, kids will not really, like cassettes and physical media, nothing means anything anymore. You know, it's all just digital. It's all just digital. Like, you know, my kids will never remember fondly seeing a couple cassettes in the front, like in the glove compartment or in the front little center console of the car. Avril Lavigne. Okay, yes, that sounds like it. Isn't she? Is she not an edgelord? Isn't she one of those, oh my god, I'm so much cooler than everybody? It's complicated. Well done, for her, dude. It's complicated. You know, keep in mind that my definition of an edgelord is basically just someone, I don't know, who says stuff that that sounds like hyperbole or just acts too cool for school. She married Chad Kroeger. I don't know Chad Kroeger. She married a Chad. You might say he's a Giga Chad. Now that he's got all her money, access to all her money. Although she's Canadian, so she probably doesn't have any money. Boom. The government took it all away from her. Boom. Roasted. Oh, the singer from Nickelback. Oh, wait. So, who is more successful? Who is more financially successful? Nickelback or Avril Lavigne? You know, because Nickelback is obviously more culturally rich because of the Vine. You know, look at this graph. So obviously Nickelback is more culturally relevant than Avril Lavigne. Or Levine or Levine. And I promise I'm not doing the Jerry Seinfeld bit where he's like, yeah, Levine, and I'm Jerry Cougar Mellencamp. Avril Lavigne or Levine. I don't know how it's pronounced, but all I know is that Nickelback, by virtue of the Vine, is more culturally relevant than she is. But I don't know who has sold more albums or made more money. I recognize his photographs. Yes, I do recognize his photograph. I recognize his photograph. I recognize his graph. And there is a Cleveland comedian. There's a Cleveland skit show from like 20 years ago that I think has YouTube episodes, and I think it's called Man in the Box. It's a skit show, and one of the characters, who is kind of a goofball, I think the goofball character likes Nickelback, and he would do this thing. He'd like, all the single ladies. I assume that's Nickelback. I don't know. So all I know of Nickelback is, look at this graph, and then possibly all the single ladies. That's it. That's all I know about Nickelback. But now I know that the singer from Nickelback has married Avril Lavigne or Levine, or was married to. I don't know. Is that how I remind him? I don't know anything about this guy. Keep in mind, I like cool music, like Yngwie Malmsteen and Eric Johnson, Joe Satriani and Steve Vai, Halo 2 soundtrack, and Cran Pop, and To Anyone, and Twice. Let's go to the next problem anyway. So we have a different problem on the screen while we talk about these important subjects. Wait, Konoman is laughing at Gohenro. So I'm taking it that's a play on words, or that's some sort of joke. So Gohenro has told some sort of joke that has flown very far over my head. So I'm looking right now. I'm looking right now at Bishop 1-3. Bishop 1-3 promote. If King takes, that's just a mate in 3 with Horse 2-2. So Silver is going to take. And now we got to get this Silver out of here. So we drop a pawn. And then Silver has to take that pawn. And then we pull the horse in. That's a cool problem. I don't know if I would see this one in a game. Nickelback may be the antithesis of Beyonce in almost every sense. So the only thing I know about Beyonce is Adele. That's all I know. The only thing I can say about Beyonce is Adele, because they're just names to me. They're just names to me. Except I do know that Rollin' in the Deep sound, but from a song from Adele. That's my Adele singing. That's my Adele. And I know that Adele is British. She's British despite not having a very American sound. I'll just say that. She has a very American sound. Single Ladies was Beyonce. Oh, that's why you're talking about Beyonce. Wait, so that joke from that, so that Man in the Show song, a skit show, maybe he just made a one-off joke about Nickelback, about liking Nickelback. Maybe that one-off joke just is supposed to show how lame he is as a Clevelander who would like Nickelback. But I took that joke as meaning more, and I used it. I also just assumed that anytime he was singing in a song, it was Nickelback. Bachman-Turner Overdrive. You thought, wait, Bachman-Turner Overdrive, that's an American. That's more Canadians? Wait, so Bachman-Turner Overdrive is not, no, it's not Favorite Son. It's not Favorite Son. Favorite Son is that Jethro Tull? Fortunate Son, not Favorite Son. Fortunate Son. The Forrest Gump song. And the song that is in literally every movie from the 70s that even remotely mentions the Vietnam War. A Fortunate Son and that Rolling Stones song. Not Blame and Diffusion. Diffusion isn't even a word. Just shot away. It's just a shot away. Which is also in like Goodfellas and I think Casino, and it's just a shot away. The very American song sung by someone who's not American. Give Me Shelter. Yes, thank you. That's in every 70s movie, especially if they mention Vietnam. And Fortunate Son Fortunate Son is also in every 70s movie that even remotely touches Vietnam. Usually when helicopters are flying. How much money have they made? How much money have those two songs made from Hollywood? That's what I want to know. Name me two songs that have made more money from Hollywood than Fortunate Son and Give Me Shelter. I can't think of one. All Star. Okay, All Star. All Star by is All Star by Bare Naked Ladies? I don't know any of those bands. They're all the same to me. Hey now, you're an all-star. The Shrek song. The Shrek song that's also in other things. I think that's Bare Naked Ladies. Or Nickelback. I for all I know. Billy Talent is also. So GoHenro is making these references. I just don't get these. French chanson, Billy Talent. I don't know who either of those guys are. But anyway, is Fortunate Son Bachman-Turner Overdrive? Or is that Jethro Tull? Or is that someone else? I think Yngwie Malmsteen did a cover of Fortunate Son. Surprise, surprise, it had a big guitar solo in it. You might guess. You might guess. So without changing the subject of all these other musicians, favorite guitar solo, it begins and ends. The best guitar solo, it begins and ends with Jet to Jet. Alcatraz, Yngwie Malmsteen. And I will have no debate. I will have no discussion. I wonder what Celine Dion is doing these days. Is Celine Dion alive? Let's check. Let's take a look. Yes. She was. Wait. She actually had problems. She was diagnosed with stiff person syndrome in 2022. Is this an AI hallucination? First of all, I've never heard that she had any problems. Second of all, I have never in my life heard of this. Oh, well, it's a rare neurological disorder. Wow. She made a powerful return to the public eye by performing the opening ceremony of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Interesting. Wow. I mean, there are internet rumors claiming she has passed away. They're false hoaxes. Just much like the rumors that I'm dead, and I'm just an AI here streaming shogi. Much like those rumors, these rumors are false. Go Henro. Pretty much everyone in this channel can say that. Ah, well, guess I am too young. Yeah, I mean, basically everyone here. For guitar solos, you'll take Bohemian Rhapsody. Wow. I mean, it's a nice solo. Don't get me wrong, but it's no Yngwie Malmsteen. It's no Jet to Jet. It's no Beat It, Michael Jackson. I mean, not the Michael Jackson song, Eddie Van Halen. Michael Jackson played the solo. It was actually it was Eddie Van Halen air guitaring it. Other road trips, Meatloaf. My mom had a Meatloaf cassette. Thank you, Konoman. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting one. I'm sure I'm forgetting more, but that is one of them that lived in the car. Meatloaf. I can't really think of another guitar solo, like a traditional guitar solo, that I would put up there with Jet to Jet. Like even the Beat It one, I wouldn't really put up there. I mean, there's so many great Van Halen solos, but I don't know if any of them are like Jet to Jet. Meatloaf had some great guitar solos. Who was Meatloaf's guitarist? I'm sure I will know this once I hear it. Paul Crook. That is not ringing a bell. It looks like Guy Fieri. Fieri. It's a young Guy Fieri. Comfortably Numb is pretty iconic. Iconic. Yeah, I'll agree with that it's iconic. I don't think it's in the same sort of ballpark of what I'm looking for as a guitar solo, like this virtuoso guitar solo performance that just blows my mind, and I could just listen to over and over and over and over. I like some of the Steve Vai solos on the David Lee Roth albums. Love those. Speaking of Alcatraz, Steve Vai, replaced or came after Yngwie Malmsteen. What Steve Vai came to Alcatraz after Yngwie Malmsteen, and he came to David Lee Roth after Eddie Van Halen. And in both cases, he was amazing. Steve Vai is absolutely incredible. But I will say, the Jet to Jet solo from Steve Vai is not as good as Yngwie Malmsteen's. But it's Yngwie Malmsteen's song, which makes sense. You've been really loving Maggot Brain by Funkadelic. Is that a YouTube brain rot channel? Is that like Skibbity Toilet? That doesn't sound like a real thing. That sounds like a YouTube channel that my 4-year-old nephew would be watching. Where they just run, where there's this hyperactive adult male voice just speed talking over Roblox. I'm going to get some points over here, and then I'm going to go over there, and then I'm going to go over here, and then there's and here's a 25 XP, and then going. I can't even believe I could not process what my nephew was watching. I literally could not process what he was watching on YouTube. Last time I saw him, he's older than 4. He's older than 4, so it's not 4. But I could not believe what the kids are exposed to on YouTube. That was some of my first experience with this Roblox brain rot. I think it's brain rot because it sure felt like my brain was rotting. Smelling skibbity toilet around every corner. Yeah, exactly. Bill and Ted are great guitarists. Yeah. You mean guitar solos are great, but I think we are passing over Blue Oyster Cult and their cowbellist. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You always need more cowbell. Thank you, Christopher Walken. I got a fever. Wow. I laugh every time that every time I watch, every time I YouTube video, like a YouTube short pops up of the Christopher Walken reunion skit on Saturday Night Live, I have to watch it. There's very few must watch YouTube shorts that when they pop up, I have to watch. And the Christopher Walken family reunion is one of them. Every time I see it, I laugh. Another one would be either the video or the YouTube short of basketball, gimme the ball, cause I'm gonna dunk it, woo! Basketball, gimme the ball, cause I'm gonna dunk it, woo! The round ball rock sketch, the John Tesh sketch. Oh my god, I'm laughing at my own stupid stuff. It's not mine. It's just something I enjoy. Hopefully someone has some idea what I'm talking about. That is one of the all-time greats. And you know, an unsung hero of that sketch is Vince Vaughn. You know, guys, I don't know what exactly it says. I love it. I love your energy. But can I just hear the music without the lyrics? Oh gosh, it's so good. It's great. John Tesh, legitimately, John Tesh is fantastic. All right, I solved this one. The menu's still giving me grief up here. These menus popping up and just living in my brain. Basketball, gimme the ball, cause I'm gonna dunk it. Woo! Basketball. All right, so Rook 1-3, King takes. What, Rook 1-3? There's no other option. Rook 1-3, King takes. Rook 1-3. King takes. We can't promote here because the horse can take. So Rook 3-3. If he blocks, we promote or push the token. If he takes, we take. Basketball, gimme the ball. Oh man. All right, no one knows anything about, no one cares about the basketball, the round ball rock. It's terrible. You guys are all too young or something. What else? What are the other must watches if I get a YouTube short or that? A couple different people doing clips of Dover, of course. I don't know. All right, what do we have here? I feel like we're gonna be sacking this horse. Horse 1-5, Rook takes, Knight drop. Yeah, horse 1-5. Horse 1-5. If King takes, Dragon 1-3, block. Rook drop, or Lance drop 1-6. Horse takes. Horse takes, or horse 1-5. Rook takes. Knight drop 2-6. King 2-5, Dragon 3-4. Basketball, gimme. Hey, Xenon X Desk, nice to see you. Look at my horse. Okay, we've got 2 golds, so we got to use them. Gold drop 2-1. King takes. Gold drop 2-2. Gold takes. Silver 4-2 promote. Boom. Ding, 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 ding. You went through the desert on a horse. Is that Blue Oyster Cult? Is that Blue? That's not Blue Oyster Cult. That's not Blue Oyster Cult. Who is that? Is that James Taylor? Or is that Gordon Lightfoot? It's not Nickelback. We know it's not Nickelback. It's not Nickelback. It's not Nickelback. It's not Christopher Walken. It's America. Well, it is America. It is America. Of course it's America. But who sang it? Was that song in Breaking Bad? Did they ever use that in Breaking Bad or in Better Call Saul? In one of the many scenes where they were in the desert and doing something? The band's name is America? Seriously? Please tell me they're the band that did I Am a Real American. It's formed by sons of U.S. Air Force personnel stationed in the United Kingdom. Oh, British. It's British adjacent. Okay. The multi-platinum debut album featuring the global smash, A Horse with No Name. They won the Best New Artist Grammy in 1972. Dan Peake left the group in 1977 while Bunnell and Buckley, they've continued to tour. Wow. Ventura Highway. Is this Life is a Highway? I'm gonna ride it all night long. Is that Ventura Highway? Tin Man. Great episode in Star Trek The Next Generation. Great episode. Let me switch my scene here. Great Next Generation episode, Tin Man. Tam Elbrun getting in there from Bajor. Deanna doing Deanna things. Oh, Lagrange by ZZ Top is great. Agreed. Yeah, I'm a big ZZ Top. I like ZZ Top. Great crunchy sound. Pretty iconic scene, right? Right before Walt gets sprayed in the eye by some cop. Oh, okay, so they do. Good to see you, Gilmore. So they do use that song. Next Generation question. Have I ever cosplayed as Picard? No, I haven't. But has it been discussed? Yes. Has it been discussed many times? Also yes. Affirmative. Follow up. If the answer was no, why have you not cosplayed? Laziness. All I can say is laziness. Pure laziness and greed, quite honestly. You know, I haven't wanted to spend the money on a Federation, you know, a Starfleet uniform. Unadulterated greed by me of trying to keep my money. But yeah, I would love to do that. But I've also talked about buying one of those sort of like K-pop, J-pop type wigs and just, you know, walking around with hair, which I think which I think might be a more enjoyable. Yeah, a more enjoyable costume. But yes. You were lurking on TV. I got way better at these puzzles. Yeah, it does seem like I've been better today. Maybe it's the lack of pressure. It's a lack of pressure. But now that you've said this, watch me just be completely jinxed. You've completely ruined me. So there are not many ways to check here. There's gold 2-4, gold 2-2, or gold 2-4, silver 2-4, silver 2-2, and gold 2-3. Oh, thank you. Go ahead and row. Gosh. Yeah, I'm always about that. Just throw the piece in the center life. So yeah, gold 2-3 land stakes. Gold 2-3 land stakes is I think the end of the story. What is the Konostori? What is that? What is that from? What show is that? Where it's a Konostori. Something like the story ends. Does anyone have any? What is? I don't think it's from Hachiwan Diver, where someone says Kono Story. This might be a very deep cut, deep in my mind, and I just don't know what it's from. Could it be from a video game? I don't know. K-pop Demon Hunters has been the poison that has infected your house for the past year. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know if we've had... So my kids were never like that. They never did like the loud music or whatever. They would always be headphones if they're listening. I still don't even know if my son listens to much music. My daughter did. My daughter, her first year in college, my daughter, who like me is introverted and shy, to say the least. She was a DJ on the university radio station, and she had a time slot every week, and she did anime. She did Japanese, anime music, J-pop type stuff. So she was into She was into J-pop and Japanese stuff, not so much into K-pop. If anyone in the house is into K-pop, it would be me. So we drop the gold, we get the lance up. We drop the gold, lance comes up. We check with 2-2, and king has to run, and then we pull back the token, and that's it. $27. I really don't know anything about the K-pop Demon Hunters, by the way, though. I always thought that was just a League of Legends thing. I haven't paid attention to League of Legends in a long time, and even when I did pay attention to it, it was never anything in my life. So we've gone from Gordon Lightfoot. We've gone from Gordon Lightfoot to K-pop Demon Hunters. That's a good. This is a broad. This channel has a broad range of likes, a broad range of listeners and of textures and moments. as Newman would say in Seinfeld. So let's see. Bishop 1-2, king can't take the silver because the gold drop is mate. So silver one, bishop 1-2, bishop 1-2, king 3-2, bishop 2-1, promote. You know, not allowing him to come in. King takes, gold drop 2-2. You need a Shogi Dad road trip Spotify playlist now. A few years ago, I made a couple playlists. It was like training music. It had like, you know, some of the like the Rocky and Bloodsport kind of, you know, the training montage music. And then I made two other, what was it from? There might actually be. Hold on, let me see, because I don't use Spotify. I don't use Spotify anymore. I only used Spotify when they would give those big discounts. But you know, I was at Apple. Apple didn't give us services discounts. But I still paid for, you know, just to support the company that supports me. I was a Apple Music user, and now these days, because I'm a YouTube Premium subscriber, I get YouTube Music, which is nowhere near as good as Spotify or Apple Music, but it's part of the price, and I love YouTube Premium. So anyway, let me I might not even have Spotify installed. Yeah, I didn't install it, so I don't have quick access to see, but I thought I might have had these two Spotify lists for like summer. They were like summer lists, which would have been perfect for this. I can't even remember. I'm going to try to go into Spotify. Let me try to log in on the side here. Create your first playlist. It's easy. We'll help you. Okay, well, that's not it. Am I not logged in? Well, that's probably it. Hold on. Log in. They're sending a code. Just let me in. Let me in. I'm starving. Augustus Gloop. Anyone knows that reference? Let me in. I'm starving. Also topical because the European Shogi Championship is in Germany. Where's my playlists? These are so the problem is not by you. Okay, yeah, not by Spotify. Okay, I don't have it. Lost to time. It's lost to time. But any playlist for me is going to have some Eric Johnson. It's going to have Cliff Dover on there. Wait, we've already done this one. We've literally already had this problem. Horse 1-3, king takes, rook 3-3, promote. Oh, okay. As I was making the move, I'm like, no, there's no way. One of these knights is gonna do it. I'm telling myself, no, they're doing this just to trick me. They're doing this just to trick me. They got me to turn my brain off. Well done. Well, Pat, whoever wrote these problems, pat yourself on the back. You lulled me into a false sense of security here. You completely lulled me into the false sense of security. So let's see. Knight drop. Knight drop. If king goes over. Oh, wait, no, king can't go over because of the horse. Knight drop 1-5. King has to go to knight drop 1-5. King King has to go to 2-2. Excuse me. So horse 1-3, which protects the rook. King has to take. Rook 3-3, promote. And now it's the one gap, and the knight is already there. Okay. Baited by memory. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, I knew I was being baited too, but like, I'm liking bishop 1-3 right now, just off the bat, even though the knight can take. So maybe that's not it. Maybe that's not it. How about... Oh, we've got a gold also. We've got a gold. We've got a... Horse 1-4. Horse 1-4. If king 3-3, gold 3-2 is mate. No. How about this? Yeah, bishop 1-3. No. Horse 1-4. If king takes, gold drop 1-5. No. If king takes, no. Horse 1-4. King takes. Bishop 3-3, 3-2. King 2-5. Bishop 1-3. Bishop 1-3. Knight takes. Horse 1-4. King runs. Gold drop 3-5, 3-6. So king is going to take. And now gold drop 1-5 is mate because the knight is blocking the running square. Can't say I'd ever see this in a real life situation. It's an interesting one. I like it. Oh, okay. We've got a gold and a silver in hand. Gold 1-5. So they're gonna bait us to thinking about saving the gold for later. So gold 1-5, knight takes, silver moves to 2-3. This silver moves to 2-3. King runs to 1-4. Silver 3-4, 3-3. And this is closed off by the horse. They're using our proverbs against us. They're using our proverbs and our sense of shape against us. But as Emperor Gowron would say, not today. Problem 31. This feels like one where we have to give up the pawn. Pawn 2-1. King can't take because gold dropped 2-2. So pawn 2-1. Horse takes. Knight drop 3-3. No. Pawn 2-1. Horse takes. Knight drop 4-3. King runs a 2-1. Gold drop 2-2. Wait, what am I saying? What am I can't. He can't make two moves. I'm thinking about food. Pawn 2-1. King cannot take because gold drop. Pawn 2-1. Horse takes. Knight 4-3. The horse is here, so the king can't run. King can't run, so horse has to take. Now we drop the gold on 2-2. So we're getting that pawn out of our way. On YouTube, hello. You say hi, Dad, with love from Japan. Thank you. I'm gonna try to figure out. I'm gonna try to read your name here. I'm gonna put this into YouTube Translate. Wow, putting that name in, it changed it to Chinese. Okay. Onyo Shutendoji. No, this is wait, this is English to. Why is it going English to Japanese? The demon king Shutendoji. Google Translate is struggling here. That demon king, that first kanji looks like the red piece in Hachi One Diver. I wonder if it is. In Hachi One Diver live action, there's a red piece that the bad guys, I think, leave on the scene, or they show a few times. And I think it is that piece. I think it is that kanji of that first character. It looks very familiar. You're missing all sorts of music talk. What's this pawn doing out here? What is this pawn doing here? Wait, so I see. So hold on. So silver 1-3. Silver 1-3. If king takes the token, dragon takes, and then we just drop the silver on 1-2. So there's that. Silver 1-3, king takes, silver 1-4. Silver 1-3, king takes, silver 1-4. If king takes, horse 1-5 or dragon 1-5. If silver takes, dragon 2-2. You really regret naming yourself after a pickle 10 years ago when you could have had a cool name like that? Wait, Konoman is named after a pickle? It's almost like a Japanese Jamaican name. Konoman. This man, right? This man. Konoman. I know about Jamaican from Grand Theft Auto 4. The blood clot. Konoman. What kind of pickle? What kind of pickle? What is a Konoman pickle? Is that a brand of pickle? Traditional Japanese term for tsukemono, pickles. literally meaning fragrant things. Much like yourself, a fragrant thing. So it's a very appropriate, it's a good name. It's a fragrant thing. Oh boy, it frequently refers to crunchy pickled daikon radish. Oh, that's not a good fragrance, right? Daikon radish is the one that... Is daikon? No, daikon is not the one that smells like garbage, does it? No, it is. Daikon radish sort of smells like garbage. Yeah, you like to think of yourself as a fragrant thing, and I do think of you as a fragrant thing. But I don't think of you as a daikon radish. More like a rose. My scene is not. More like a blooming sakura. Made Konoman. Konoman, do. Watching all the fish swim away. Do. He no work, he just sleep and play. Do. Sitting there on the sand. Sunnyland. A Mighty Wind is one of my favorite movies ever. Period. I love the movie. I love the music. Now I can't remember what the actual word is. Locoman. Locoman. Do. It's not Konoman. Konoman. Do. Watching all the fish swim away. Do. He no work. There's a loud horn outside. They're like, no more singing, please. They're out in their car watching the stream, but they're like, please, no more singing. What do we think about Bishop 1-4? Bishop 1-4, if king runs to 3-5, gold drop 2-5 is mate. Oh, no, it isn't. Yes, it is. He runs... we drop 2-5. He runs to 3-6, and then we pull the gold back to 2-6. And that gold is protected by this bishop now, and... This bishop is hitting this guy, and he can't run up here because of the silver. That's a good one. If he just takes on 1-4, we just drop a gold on 2-4. And he can't go to 1-5 because of the bishop. Konoman, do, watching all the... You can't see my hand. Sorry. I'm so bad at switching these scenes. What happened? What happened? There's the scene. I'm sorry. I messed up the scene. So as I'm saying, bishop 1-4, if he takes, gold drop 2-4, and he cannot run to 1-5 because this bishop is watching it. So bishop 1-4, he runs to 3-5. We drop a gold on 2-5. All he can do is go to 3-6. We pull the gold back, which is now defended by this bishop. And that exposes the attack here. Very cool pattern, for lack of a better word. Wait, so you say you may need to incorporate some more Jamaican colors into your avatar now. Yeah, it's a Jamaican pickle. But what does it mean? Because Kono is this, right? So it's like Kono, this man, Konoman. It doesn't mean pickle. It means Kono, this man, Konoman. I would love to play some Mighty Wind music, the soundtrack, as the backing of the Tsume video. I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to refill my water and some tea. Still have a mighty wind music running through my head. Fordoon also regretting the younger choice of nickname or Avid username. Seems like innocent fun, yeah. But what is a 33? You're also like a Larry Bird fan. I don't know what else is 33. Heck yes, it's Larry Bird. Are you serious? It's if it's true, that's hilarious. That like that's all. The only thing I can think of is of 33. It's Pickle and Larry Bird. Oh man, good times. Rook drop, king runs. That's not it. Rook 1-4, block, and then what? This one's tough. This one has me stumped. This one has me stumped now. That's what I get for going away to break my concentration with water. Rook 1-4, pawn 1-3. Rook 1-4. Rook 1-4, pawn 1-3. Let's just say gold 1-3. Pawn rook 2-4, gold 1-3. Horse takes 2-3. If silver takes, gold drop to 2. But then we're not using our silver. Then we're not using our silver. Wait. Rook 1-4, gold 2-3. Oh, gold 2-3. Gold 2-3. Bishop takes 2-2. Gosh, I'm my numbers. I'm gonna draw. Rook 1-4. Gold 1-3. Horse takes. King takes. Now we can't drop. Now we can't do it because the gold is taking this. So how's about gold takes 2-3 first. King takes. Rook 2-2. King 1-4. So let's clear these arrows. Silver 1-5? No. That's more than 5. It's more than mate and 5. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar also wore 33. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Did Scottie Pippen? No. Is he 32? Or is he 33? 33, yeah. So Scottie Pippen was 33. And 33 is half of Jaromir. I mean, you're Canadian, so 33 is half of Jaromir Jagr and 1/3 of Wayne Gretzky. What am I doing wrong here? Why am I struggling? Why am I struggling so hard right now? We take the lance. Rook takes. Silver 2-1. King 1-3. He's out. Rook 2-2. King 1-3. Rook takes. Silver takes. That's not it. Rook drop. King runs. No. How about we just promote? We just come in. Rook 1-3. King takes. And I think that ends it. Bishop 1-1. No. Rook takes. Rook takes. Or king takes. Silver 2-1. King can run. Silver 1-3. King can run. Take the gold. Wow. Wow. What is so this is the first today that I'm struggling on. Like that I'm actually struggling on. I have a block. I just had there must be a block for whatever pattern I'm seeing. Or not, I'm not seeing. Rook 1-5. No, no, no. Rook 1-4. Gold drop 1-3. Hmm. So if I like bishop takes lance, I can meta this problem. But lance, I have to drop a rook and a silver here. Huh. Rook. Oh wait. Rook 1-4. Say he drops a pawn. Bishop takes. King takes. Rook takes. If he blocks, we get the bishop drop. If the gold takes, we drop the silver. No. So wait. So yeah, that's not it. Silver drop. Huh. And that's more than 5 anyway. Um Wait. Rook drop. Pawn. Wait, rook drop. Gold takes. Horse takes. King takes. No. Gold, if we drop a gold here or here, the king can take 1-4. Huh. What is going on? What am I missing? I must unlearn what I've learned. I must unlearn. I must learn something because this problem has taken me longer than the previous 33 problems. Huh. Horse. I can't believe I can't see this. I'm stunned here. Yeah, but like this is the problem 34, and this has taken longer than all 33 problems put together, I'm gonna be like, oh god. Once I see this, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh. If I see this. Silver 2-1. King 1-3. That's it. What candidate? I don't even know what candidates I've not given attention to. I think I've given attention to all these. These are my candidates. So these are the ones I spent brain cells on all of these. So is there a move? And just now I was looking at this. So these are there any more checks than that? I don't think there are even any other checks other than that. It's the same pattern as all the others? It can't be. It can't be the same pattern as all the others. I'd see it because all the others, I've spent more time on this problem than all the others. And they're not all the same pattern. Welcome to the channel, by the way. So it's not the same pattern. Silver 2-3, or silver 1-3. King takes. Bishop 2-2. Bishop 2-2 promote. Gold takes. Rook drop 1-4. Gold drop. Rook 2-2. King 1-3. Horse 2-1. King takes. Bishop 1-1. Bishop 1-1. Rook takes. Rook 2-2. All right, I give up. I give up. I give up. Gold to E. Bishop 2-2. Gold takes. Silver 1-3. Okay. 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 Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is the first of this pattern in this problem set where you end up with that. Yeah. Yeah, and then if gold takes, it's just rook on 2-2. Good problem. I don't know why I don't know why I couldn't solve it. I don't know why I couldn't solve it. There's always one or two that just there's always one or two. So this is a running area here. What is that? For doing subscribing at tier 1 for 11 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. 11 months. Whew. Close to a year. We're danger close to the year. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My first inclination on this one is rook 2-1. Rook 2-1, king 1-4, and then that's it. And that's all I got right now. Rook 3-3. Rook drop 3-3. If king runs, if the king runs to 4-1, it's just rook 2-1 promote. So gold has to take. Gold takes rook 2-1 promote. The king 4-3 again. So that's not it. Rook 3-1. King takes rook 2-1 promote, of course. So rook 3-1. Rook 3-1. Rook 3-1. King 4-3 is just rook 3-4 takes promotes. So rook 3-1, king takes, rook 2-1 promote, king takes, gold drop 2-2. Okay. Back on track. Number 36. So there's a hanging pawn. Stepan. Let's just call him Stepan. There's a hanging pawn on 1-4. Chess YouTube viewers get that bad joke. Chess YouTube viewers will understand that. Rook. Rook. 2-2? No. No. Horse 3-1? No. Or 3-2. Silver takes, rook 2-2. King takes 1-4. I'm going to sneeze 1 second here. Okay. Rook 2-1. I mean, not 2-1. Rook. No. Rook 1-3. Rook 1-3. Lance takes. Horse 4-1. Pawn drop 3-2. Huh. Ooh, boy. Rook. Horse takes 3-4, king takes, and he's off to the races. Rook drop 2-4. Gold takes. Gold takes. Horse 3-2? No. Horse 2-2. I mean, rook 2-2. King takes 1-4. Rook 2-2. King takes 1-4. Rook takes 1-2. Gold drop 1-3. Yeah, that doesn't do it. Hmm. Wow. Stumped again. Stumped again. Bizarre. Bizarre. Silver 2-2. King takes 1-4. Rook drop 1-5 would be mate. So silver 2-2 promote. Silver 2-2 promote. If king takes 1-4, rook drop 1-5 is mate. If silver takes horse 4-1 is mate. So king has to take. Rook drop 2-1 is mate. Okay, that's it. Wait, so it's not going to make me use my rook? Wait, what? Oh, it's not mate. It's not mate. It's not mate. We've got to close this off. Okay. Okay. 37. Let's get back on track here. This has gotten to be ridiculous. This has gotten to be horse takes 4-2. King has to take. No, oh, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Silver 5-2. Silver 5-2, king 3-1, gold 2-2 is mate. So silver 5-2, gold takes. Gold drop 5-1. Silver 5-2, gold takes. No. Gold drop 5-1, king takes. Yeah, that doesn't work. Silver 3-2, gold takes. Silver 3-2, gold takes. Horse 5-1, king 3-1, gold 4-1 is mate. Silver 3-2. Silver 3-2. If king 5-1, gold drop 5-2 is mate because the gold is pinned. So silver 3-2, gold takes. Yeah, that's it. There are no other defenses. Okay. 38. So it was a weird one. Oh boy. Deceptive. This must be deceptively. This one looks like it's one of those. It looks like it must be easy. Gold drop 3-1. Silver takes. Gold drop 3-1. Silver has to take. Pawn takes. King takes. Gold drop. No, that can't be right because we have a pawn in hand. Gold 3-1. Oh, we don't have. Oh, we will not have a gold after. So gold 3-1. So pawn 3-1. Pawn 3-1 promote. If king takes, gold drop 3-2. So silver has to take. Then we drop the pawn on 2-2. Silver has to take. Then we drop the gold on 3-2. Very problemy. Very problemy. 39. Is this a good spot to end the problem at the bottom of the board? I was going to go up to 40, but I don't know if I feel like even doing this one. This silver is doing something over here. This silver is doing something over here. So it can't be one of these bishop. It can't be one of these because knight takes, and then the only real thing is another take, and we take, and there's not going to be a mate there. So, oh wait, this is our knight. This is our knight. Silver 1-8. Knight takes. Silver 1-8. Knight takes. Silver 1-6. King takes 2-8. Silver 3-3. Nah. Silver horse 1-6. No. Silver horse takes 2-7. King takes. Horse 1-6. King 3. King 3-6. No, can't drop a silver back because the king can run to 4-7. Oh no, he can't. Wait, my knight is here. Wait. Horse takes 2-6. King takes. Horse takes one, or horse 1-6. That is mate. So horse takes 2-6. King 1-8. King 1-8. King 1-8. King 1-8. Horse. No. Silver. Silver 2-7. King 1-9. I don't see the mate there. I have no horse 2-6, king 1-8. Silver 1-9? No. Silver 2-9, king 1-9. No. Horse 1-8. I mean, silver 1-8. Knight takes. Silver 1-8. Knight takes. Horse 1-6. King has to take 2-8. Horse. This is now mate. This is now beyond mate 5. This is now beyond mate 5. Hey, Spinal Tap. No, I don't really play Street Fighter 2 much. I do play of the Street Fighters. I'll mostly play the modern ones. My favorite is still Street Fighter 4, and then Third Strike probably is my second favorite. But like, I like matchmaking and all that stuff. Hmm. 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 So do you still play Street Fighter 2? At California Extreme this coming weekend, there's a Street Fighter 2 tournament. Uh, You haven't played in years. Oh, man. So what am I missing here? You know, I think I have a mental block on these completely artificial problems, but maybe I could convince myself that maybe this could happen in the rarest, and then it works on my calculation. So solving this will fix my solving this will help my visualization and my calculation. I'm going to tell myself this. So my checks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I only have 6 checks. And I think I've looked at them all. So I'm still right now liking 1/8 as the prime candidate, 1/8 silver. One eight. Knight takes. Horse 2/7. So we use the knight to close off the escape route. And then we come up here, and then the king takes. Wait, and then we mate. Wait, this is the mate. Wait, what? Wait, why? Why didn't I already did this? I already did this. I already did this. Why the heck? Why didn't I see this earlier? I already did this variation. All right, last one, number 40. It's getting late here. It's 4:20. It's 4:20 blazing. Almost time for me to feed Atari and get ready here. So we have gold drop is the obvious. Gold drop 2/2 or gold drop 2/3. King takes. Pawn 3/3 promote. King 1/3. Bishop 3/1 is mate. There we go. All right. The pressure. When the pressure's on, you know, when the game pressure is on, when the Tsume pressure is on, I'm golden. Hey, Benjamin Shuhit. Morning just in time to the last one. Yeah, you're there. You're there. That I 420 blazed through this problem. Night streams I don't like. I like the night streams. I like night streams, but in this location, and when I started streaming in 2023, I used to stream at night. What was that? I heard a noise. Anyway, I used to stream in the kitchen at night, and those were fun streams. But out here, it's very difficult with this. We get a reflection off of this back. Atari's coming in. She wants her food. She's coming over to me. The light comes off. You see the whole room. It's really not so great. And you know, family's home, and I'm relaxing with my family, or you know, my wife and stuff like that. So anyway, I like them, but don't usually have them. Atari is circling here. So anyway, that's going to be it. I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for the chat, the real fun conversations about music and stuff like that. And thank you, as always, Foradune, for the 11 months now, tier 1 subscribing on Twitch. Really appreciated. Plus the others, the other that you've donated And I haven't forgotten that I still want to do another tournament. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you all soon. Take care and have a great and enjoy your shogi. Bye.